Hello everybody and welcome back when we are examining today Logistic Train Networks. This is basically a very needed, I think, add-on if you are serious about making big things, big trains, have lots of trains and you want to figure out how to work with your mining bases and outpost more efficiently. So, first things first, why do we need it? Well, I've basically made here a simulation. It's the provider and the unloader. The unloader just goes to nothing so that it's always using things. Don't worry about the connections and everything. I know it's terrible. That's not the point here. We're not talking about designing. We're just talking about that this works. Things get stuck here where they need to and blah blah blah, and they go around the map back to here where I have an coal mine thingy and it keeps on loading them with things and then they travel blah blah blah. Also we have some counters here so that we can see what's inside. Currently we have 21,000 coal inside and it's being fed to these trains wonderfully. Everything is fine, everything is working. All the trains keep on being supplied because we have the throughput basically. The mine is big enough and it supplies fast enough that it will keep on giving it without having any problem whatsoever. So everything is cool. Yes? No. How do you design this? What most people do is this. They go to the train and say, if the train doesn't have more than a train's load, then just don't come here. That's reasonable. They have collected, they have combined everything with the wires and all of them together, give you a signal, which is the total accumulated product in the chests, and then that gets fed into this, and it says 17,000. No, but the 8 is actually more, so this train station is perfectly fine, come get some. Awesome. Well, what happens when your station starts to run out? Simulate that like that. We cut production, so now it's only been fed by that because, yeah, that's all it can produce now. So still something is come in and they will continue to feed in. So let's watch it for a bit. We have 13,000. We can even see it by the lights here. This is 10, another 10. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 11, 12, 13. Because it has 13 inside it now, 12, 11, blah, blah, blah. Cool. It went there, and now below 8. That's when everything breaks. Everything now went below 8, and that's why this train is leaving. All of these trains in the stacker are gonna leave, and all of these trains here are also gonna leave because this was disabled, and now that carrot is on the unload. Because this has been disabled, all the trains coming in went to the next station, and now that this has been activated, they don't switch over. So that will continue to go back up to the other place, and all of your trains have come here and are occupying the lines without any reason whatsoever. There is traffic on the lines that you don't need, and the more trains you have on the line, the more this becomes a problem. Notice that this is now almost full. Well, it could provide something. It's 10,000 right now, and it could provide something to whatever is needed, coal liquefaction, or even main burners, or whatever you use coal for, or whatever that product was. 11,000 now. Still nobody's gonna come here and get it because of that issue. How do we correct it? With LTN. You know that. So let's try and see what's going on. First of all, bye-bye. We are going to stop that working. That needs to stop. And the way that LTNs work is by having it redesign everything. So what we need is a stacker, because that stacker will be converted into an that's gonna be around here, I think. Methinks, yeah, that's probably fine. Cool. That stacker is gonna be basically building the depot. The LTN philosophy is the following. You have trains waiting to be used, and then you have provider stations that give you resources and requester train stations that request resources. So we are gonna build here the waiting ones, the depots. The depot is gonna exist here and just gonna be please give me, because I need. So you build a stacker, as you may know or may not know, but that's not the point of this exercise. The point of this exercise is to figure out how to make use of it. So what do we have here? Yeah, that goes there and there. So we cut that out, we cut that out, and we combine that to I forgot how to right. Now this goes in. Awesome. And now that will also come like that. So this is where they're gonna come into the depot, and this is where they're gonna exit from the depot. That's right. We need then stations. Stations are these new things. They are logistic train stops. These exist in the research as their own stuff. They are logistic train networks, logistics. There they are. They are very early ones. They just require red and green science, and they give you the logistic train stop. That's all you need to start using logistic train networks. So you have the station, and you place it down. So it doesn't have power, of course. Why would it? That's not the point. Forget that it doesn't have power right now. This station has 3 elements in it. Yeah, that's better. So it has the train station itself, which is how you give it names and do whatever you want to do with the station, same as with every other station in the game. It also has a light, which is the input control unit of the logistic train network station, and it has a combinator style thing that is the output. Now, one very simple thing that I'm going to be doing in this video. I'm not going to be bothering with this thing at all, because while very great many other videos do go into great detail about all the cool things you can do with it, that's busy work. I'm interested in elegant designs, my rail situation over here notwithstanding, and I don't want to use that to tell my things to my inserters what to do. Basically, people combine this with inserters, and then by using some other conditions, they say, okay, you're not going to unload anymore until blah, 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 blah. They control inserters in how to unload and what to unload and what not to unload. No, don't do that. There is a reason for that, which I'm going to explain as we explain the LTN. So all I'm going to be using is this to rename stuff and give them names, and this to give it instructions about what we want. So that's what this is here. So we can see it. Excellent. So how do we tell that it is what it is? We want this to be a depot. Well, all of them are going to be told what to do by using a constant combinator. So you have the constant combinator, and because now you have loaded the mod, you also have these things below in the signals tab. We're going to go through every one of them eventually. So right now we are interested in the very, very first one. Stop is a depot. That's it. End of story. That's one of the things that the only thing you care about for this depot station. It is a depot. End of story. We provide it with a medium electric pole because we are nice, and we bind them together from the combinator to the pole to the input, which is the light. That's it. End of story. This now is an depot. How do we know? Because when we power it up, basically it turns green. So everything is fine. Once that's fine, once that's green, it's working properly. So I'm gonna do that here because we want to set up everything like that again. So this goes in here, goes in here. That doesn't power anything though. That's cool. There. You're gonna go here, and inside you are gonna be right click, shift right click, shift left click, copy. Works fine like that. It will take it on. This is again a depot. So we can just take that and make it a blueprint. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. No. Let's make that a blueprint and build it for everything else. Weird. Why did it go there? Where is it? Come on. Where did it go? There. Right. Everything is built. Let's get rid of the trees. I don't like trees. There. So we can see what's going on. So these are all almost there. These are all now depots. However, what depots? Well, let's name them. Depot. Do we care why? No. So that's strange. That should not have happened. This tells me there's a duplicate name, which is supposed to be working though with that. It's not going well. Not going well at all. Nothing yet. Station is depot. This has not been bound to it. There's the problem. I figured the problem. The problem is that the cable is bound to the station, not to the box. Interesting. Sorry about that. Suck. There. And there. 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 That's cleared. Let's do it again. That thing there. Go up. Why not? It's gonna be cleaner. Yep. This is a depot. And now properly connect them. Right click, paste, and there it is. What just happened? Well, depot is the only one you can have with the same name. They do have the same name. Previously I had connected them mistakenly. The cable, the red cable, the red information cable, circuit cable, however you want to call it, is basically connecting to the input, not to the station. I had connected it mistakenly to the station, and that's why it wasn't taking the commands that it needed, because it needed to be told you're a depot, and that's why you can have the same name. Instead, it just went purple, which said, I have the same name with something else and I don't like it, which it was very correct in doing and warning us about it. Doesn't matter. And that's it. So we have our depot. So now what? Well, now we tell our guys to go there. Clear it completely and just go to the depot. Nothing else. Clear, go to the depot. Time passed, automatic, cool. Clear, clear, time passed, automatic. go. You, time, people. You, time, go to the depot. And we might as well just copy so we don't have a problem. Right. So everybody is now going to the depots. That's good. We also had that. There, you too. Yes, yes, everything is good. We have some trains now going to the depot. That's awesome. They're gonna wait there. And they're gonna wait there and everything is fine. Blue is all good. We have accepted the train in the depot and this train is now waiting to take orders. Awesome. What do we do over here? This is basically what's gonna come. What things are gonna... Where are you trying to go? Why? Somewhere else. Oh, because there's no other... yeah, I forgot to rename them. Right. That, 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 and that, and that, and that. So now they're all depot. Are they all depot? Yes, they are all depot. Awesome. Cool. And they will stack up. Right. This is then what we wanted to have as a station where things are gonna be delivered. Right? Right. So let's line it up. There it is. This lines up. Great. Again, we need a light bulb, power pole, and we need a constant combinator. This doesn't power anything. There. And a combinator. Right. This is okay. Sure. Let's give it a name, a proper name. LTN unload. Yes. Yes. Awesome. Now trains here. So what do we need now to tell it? Well, we need to go here to the requesters. The request threshold. This is what you choose to ask for stuff. This station is going to ask for stuff. And what is it going to ask for? It is going to ask... Sorry. Trace back. It's going to ask for coal. That's what it's going to ask for. And then it's going to also have a threshold. These two things define the, at the bare minimum, what this train station is going to be. So it's asking for coal, but in order to ask for coal, it's going to have to be a minus. So how much do we want? Well, how much is there here? We have 4 unloading stations for 4 carts, each one with 6 chests, and each chest holds about 2,400. So coal 90 will be fine. 90,000 coal. That's excellent. This is what the train station wants to have at all times. In order to know what it wants at all times, though, it has also to be connected. So you need to connect everything, all of them, because that's how it's going to count up all the contents. And once it has compared them to the contents, it's going to be inside those chests. It's going to know whether it requires anything or not. All that. Yes. Cool. Fixed it. Right. So connect that to there and to the input. So what happened now? No station supplying coal found. Now it knows. Now it started. and it says, I have a request. I have been properly connected now to the requester. The requester here, which is 90,000 coal, has been connected to the input. So I need coal. I'm checking the network. Does anybody provide me anything? No, because I haven't set it up yet. It would be the same answer if you set up your provider and the provider didn't have enough. But that's the answer. No, there is nothing I can do for you right now. I don't have coal to give you. That's it. That's the beauty of it. It knows stuff. So, what do we have here as a signal? Minus 90,000. Where does that come from? Solely from the constant combinator. And that is always going to be here because those are voids, but we can, the point is the same. Once you have that, we can need to discuss about the request threshold. The request threshold is the setting that says, how often do you want me to come here? How full do you actually require me to be? Should I send a train to you if you have, for example, based on this here, minus 90,000, if you have a total of 999 coal, should I send a train? If you have 85,000 and you're missing 5,000, should I send a train? By default, if you don't have this, it will fulfill orders at 1,000. So 90,000, when it goes to 89,000, it will send a train to pick up stuff. But that's way too wasteful. And that's also something that you don't want to do for other reasons which have also ties to why I don't use this output from the station. What you want here to use is a number, positive this time, that says how empty do you want me to be. If you need 90,000 stuff in my station, how much should I be missing before I request some more? So you should put that above your maximum capacity of a train. My trains can carry 8,000 coal, so anything over 8,000 is enough. However, we can also give it some lax, some space, some room to maneuver, and say, let's go for half. So 45,000. That means that this will fill up to 45,000 and then not need anything anymore, and then drop again, which is okay, because if it drops to 45,000 and doesn't request anything, a full train will be generated because the difference is massive enough to request for a full train. And then full 2, 3, 4 stations trains will be sent, however many. It will ask for many to fill that, over that. So it will ask for 45,000 divided by how many trains. Maybe it will ask for 3 or 4 trains. It will ask enough. You will have room to breathe. But do not use that at anything less than your train capacity. In this case, since a train of 4 carts takes 8,000, we should never set this as anything less than 8,000. Not 7,000, not 6,000, no. Over 8,000. That's done. How do we provide stuff? Same way. We create a station. This is lines up. We take this to power up. We take constant combinator to give it values. So this then is the provide threshold. That's all this is. It doesn't even need to know what kind of product it is. All it needs to know is above which number of resources in my chest should I be allowed to fulfill orders for anything you have in your network. If I have 1,000 coal in total in my chest, should I allow trains to come to me? That is the core mechanic of LTN. It allows intelligent requests and order fulfillment. So that's how you do it, by setting the provide threshold to something above or near your trains. You want to set it at 8,000, it will be 8,000. If you want to set 6,000, that's going to be problematic again. fill it above your maximum train capacity at the moment. So 10,000, awesome. 16,000, awesome. 24,000, pushing it. What do you need so much? Keep giving. So basically 8,000 is awesome. And now that's done. 8,000 have been set, but they have not been combined yet. So combine them. Put that there from here because that has the signal coming into it. You see, it has a signal. Now that has a signal. So that goes to the combinator and that goes to the input. That's it. Delivery. It's making deliveries. It sent 3 trains. So 3 trains will come in and take stuff. So three trains have been dispatched. And I need to add some more. Do I? I don't really. Yeah, as well. They're coming. That came. It's being loaded. And it's still not producing much. It has filled up with a lot because of that and because of the chest there. But we're gonna leave it running for a bit. See that it's working. Generated another one. Another order. This comes here, it gets unload, and this is what's doing. From your depot where you're gonna wait, you go to that station which needs to change name. Jesus Christ. Don't leave your trains like that. LTN load code. There you go. We have 6 deliveries now. Keeps on giving. It detects there is a need, which is artificial at this point because these are void chests above, but it sees that there is a need. I don't have enough. Keep sending me because my consumption rate is far too great, and it's going to keep doing that. I may even want to change that a bit. In actuality, just to see how it responds. Now it starts filling up, and that coal count is dropping because it has now 8,000 inside it. So from 90,000 that I'm requesting, it has dropped to 82 because that's what it's doing. That's how it's, you know that it's working. I really need to alternate path, but yeah, it's always going through the station, which it shouldn't. That should go here. There you go. Have fun. That will solve some problem with the pathing. Yeah, as I said, not important. It still has a lot of things. Might as well carry it completely for now. See what's gonna happen. This keeps on filling up. Now it's dropped to 42. That's it. There are no more requests. These are the 2 left relevant requests because it had something to do. What's working doesn't matter. The point is that it fulfilled its goal. It has reached what it needed to reach. It's now at 42. Our threshold is 45. It achieved its goal. It did take us there where we told it we needed to take. We need to take it. So awesome. Let's add some then consumers. You, not you. Come on, up. right? That's gonna start going down. So 44, still nothing. Nothing is being done. 45, something happened. It went to 45, so now we need a new one. And a train has been dispatched. There it goes. And it's gonna go to the station. Doesn't matter that's long, it's gonna simulate at least some kind of, it has a journey to take. Still, that's the only thing being requested. Because that didn't need anything, nothing was going there. That station was perfectly fine to take anything it needed. It had massive amounts of stuff. But we're not working based off this exactly. We're working based on how much am I allowed to provide by this, the 8,000. It is over 8,000, so this is available. Anything can come and take it. But the only requesting is this, and it didn't need any. So 48, 47, 46, 45, 44. Yep, done. That failed. We need to add a bit more. We have a new order again going. How about we increase it a bit? Yeah, there. Now let's ask for another train. Because it fell way too low. At 58. Let's ask another one. In fact, I've discovered that the train loads, it knows the train loads because it knows exactly what trains it has available in the depot. It knows that these trains are for 4 carts because of reasons you don't care about. It knows it has 4 carts. That should be enough. So it knows that this can carry as much as 8,000 things, and then every 8,000 this goes up, it asks for another one. Right now it has 4, and it needs 24. Yep, 24,000 coal is about what it would need, which makes sense. This is the basic circuit. This is all you need. You don't need anything else. If you keep it up like this, then your trains are gonna be fully unloaded. And this is important for another thing. Take a look at the schedule it has. Let me not get run over. Thank you very much. Come on. Okay. It has a 2 second of inactivity, or 120 second past, or called more than 8,000. Cool. So it will load or not load depending on what it needs. But at unload, it also has inactivity and 120 seconds past. So what do you assume will happen if it comes to a station and cannot unload because it got full? It will sit there and then not do anything. And then after 2 seconds of inactivity, it will leave. And will leave with product still in its cargo. And what happens when it goes back to the depot? It's going to be decommissioned and then wait for another command. And then another command is going to come for electronic circuits all of a sudden. Because you want electronic circuits somewhere else in your factory, and this is your depot. And that train was chosen. It doesn't have anything weird in it. It's simply another train in your train station, in your depot station, waiting for orders. It's available. Does it know it has cargo in it? No. Should it? Perhaps, but why do you design it like that? We don't care about filters from the output. We don't care to set filters on the unloaders, because who cares? Unload your stations fully. So let's do this here. This is an actual station that should be working. Why is it not working? I don't remember right now. I'm not requesting anything, I think. Yeah, I'm not requesting anything. So I'm making now a demand, which is fulfilled by the trains. These trains are gonna be sent now for iron ore. They go from the depot I have set up here to here. They get filled up with iron ore, and these instructions are just 16,000. Everything over 16,000, gimme. The train will come and will drop off here to come to this station, which requests ore, and you know that it has a yellow because there is an order incoming. This train station has been set to 90,000 and with a threshold of 30,000, meaning if I'm lacking 30,000 of ore from the 90,000, please bring me ore. So it brought ore, and it's now fulfilling it, and nothing weird about it. There, it's minus 33, which means that right now it has a lot of iron inside it. It has basically about 50 something, 55 now. So 50,000 ore. And it's sitting comfortably, nothing weird about it. Yep, giving it. Taking 32. Not enough. So there's another one incoming. And here it is. Yellow. There is another one incoming. Will that come in time? 35. Need to go before 38. Why am I doing this? I need to demonstrate you that this is a flow. There is a flow to this. Using LTN, you can set up a flow. It now even asked another one for 8,000. That came a bit late. It's going to take it, for example, to 30,000 if it has enough time based on the unloading speed also by the robots here. But it took it to 32? Maybe? No, 33. Will the next one be in time, or will the next one also come at 38? And if the next one comes at 38, then it has achieved a balance, which is exactly what you would like. Wouldn't you like steady income of resources if you have them? It's coming. It's in at 38. And as soon as it came in, it produced another delivery. There. And no call from the other thing here, but never mind. So this now has achieved an equilibrium, basically. As soon as a train comes in, another train is requested, and it keeps it between 38 and 30,000 automatically. Wonderfully. So let's change things around. I want this to be, the threshold to be missing 50,000. When I'm missing 50,000, then come. That's gonna change stuff. 32. There will not be another call anytime soon. Indeed, it went green because we don't have anything. That's gonna go away. And this is gonna only go to, it's gonna request another station when it's gonna request another delivery when it goes to 50,000. At minus 50, that means we're lacking 50,000. We're lacking 50,000 because we have the constant combinator set at minus 90. Combining it with whatever we have inside it, the total sum of minus 90 plus whatever we have in the chest is currently minus 40. That means we have 50,000 in the chest. Straight up, simple. Don't bother about the other signals yet. We'll get to those. Only focus on the request and the threshold. So still nothing, no action. It's at 50. Moving. 45. We're going to also discuss about different lengths and how you can set that up. but you don't need anything else to make it work. Simply have your stations, have your depots, and work them. That's all. Are we there yet? 49. See? There it is. Come on, give me. There. Awesome. It's already there. It's gonna be loaded. It's gonna be awesome. Move. Move, move. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I like trains. Moving. Never mind how I designed that. It was a test with a horrible idea, but yeah, whatever. I don't care. Things work. There. It made it. What's going on now? Where are we? At 53.2. Nope. We need another iron. It produced another iron. How will the second one go? Oh, it's there. When will that arrive? 55. 56. Incoming. 57. Almost 58, but no cigar. And it has another iron ore. So again, the same flow happened. Because, why? Because the consumption hasn't changed, has it? So the same flow follows. It follows the consumption we have. So let's add some more, shall we? There and there. Copy the request, and now more ore is being eaten. So that will change stuff, won't it? There's an iron ore. We'll be able to keep up. No? Maybe. Does it matter? Maybe. We'll see. So 54, it's eating now more iron than it used to. It had 6, 12. We added another 8. We added enough. Not too much though. But where will that stop? At 53. Still going to. Didn't reach as low. Before it almost reached 50. Now it's going to 52. So maybe the speed has indeed changed. Will the other train get here in time for 58, or will it go more than 58? When will the order be issued? Didn't know to issue it better and faster. Seems like I did. Again 57. Wow. That was smart. Wasn't that? It follows you. That's what I'm trying to prove to you. It calculates the waste and the rate of droppage, of dropping things and droppage. Nice word. It knows how to do stuff. Doesn't have to. It's an intelligent system. It's a logistic system. Give me what you need to have. Give me the thresholds you need, and then let me do my job. And it does it. I need this much in my chests, and send me stuff if it drops ever below the point where I will need 50,000, where I don't have 50,000 anymore. Where I'm missing 50,000. That's the most proper thing. The threshold is send a train if I'm missing 50,000. That's the best way to think about it. The threshold is send me a train if I'm missing this much. So, we need to discuss about then unloading. Why did I put it here and not below? That is important. In order for this again to work, regardless of you sending only one train, and so that you don't have a train getting stuck with products inside it, is that you have to unload it in a balanced way. If you do it by belts, I don't care. If you do it by inserters, I don't care. If you do it by atomic science, I don't care. Find a way to unload them evenly. And that's why these exist at the center of things. They exist here so that they pull from these in an equal way. They will start from here and then expand all the way up and down, and then eventually it will have cleared enough of them so that 8,000 from these can be all unloaded at once. What else can you do with it then? A few things. What are these? Minimum train length and maximum train length. I'm telling it that I want here to have trains that are going to be 5 total entities in length. That means an engine, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So only send me, basically, because maximum matches minimum, only send me trains that are 5 entities long. If I want to change that to 4, 4, and 4, then it will send something else. Does this have a 4? Yes, it does. There. I'm guessing one of these will leave first. Almost died. That would have been fun. Right, there it is. A 4 train has left now. As if I knew it. Will that be enough to cover my needs? I don't know. This now has increased. I'm pulling more, but I'm only sending a lesser station, a lesser train now to this. Will that be enough? I don't know. Does it matter? No. The system will figure it out. And if it doesn't, it will do something else. Which maybe I can show you if I can pull enough out of it. That was relevant. And here, eat everything. Tasking, it's finding, it's creating orders. Send trains, send more trains. Send all the trains. That's called, never mind. Because that has stagnated, we have tripled it. And delivery again for another 6,000. How is it going? 57. Now we ask for more. Yes, let's ask for more. So what do I want? I want, if I'm missing 10, send me trains. So that has increased. And what's this? No train with 4 length 4 to transport stacks. It doesn't have any more trains. I cannot send any more trains. I don't have anything. I want to, but I don't have any. And that will also appear in your options. Mod settings. If you just set it on errors and warnings, apply. You won't hear it. This isn't an error. An error is something else, and you will find out when you play. This isn't an error. You have specifically requested it. You should kind of know what you're doing if you want to. You know, it's not completely okay. Set it up if you want. Notifications. There you go. It's not notifying me enough of things that went wrong. Well, okay. There, notifications. Apply. Now you know. But let's change that then. Go easier. I want to do it at 25. Can I? No, I cannot. I want to do it at 50. Well, that I can. Because now it's at 55. And I have how many people coming here? 2 right now, but that might be enough. Reached it at 6. See? It kind of knew, didn't it? This train only carried 6,000, and then this came as it was coming to 6, didn't it? Weirdly enough. The other one also looked like it's gonna be making it here around 6:56. There, close enough. When it made it to 56, it requested another one. There, 52. It kept it going. Awesome. So let's change that to what I had set it up. 5 and 5. Press E if done. This has taken. You don't need anything else, or escape. Same thing. And now new trains will come in. Do you need anything else to know? Possibly. Let's go. Encoded network ID. Very high level. Maybe I'll do it some other time. Minimum train length we just discussed, and maximum train length we just discussed. This is how many entities are in the train you're sending, including the engine and the carts, basically. How many engines, how many carts in total will this train be? Set it up like that. Limit trains is a very nice one. Limit trains will tell it you may want to create an order here for 8 trains to cover the needs I have set up, because of huge stack sizes, for example, like green circuits. And green circuits, I want 50,000 in my station, and I currently have a lack of 50,000 ways too low. I have 200,000 and I'm missing 150,000. Well, that's a lot of trains to come in, and that can possibly be 8 trains. I don't know, I'm not being accurate, I'm not trying to be accurate. So 8 trains want to come in. You can limit that train. You can limit it to only 3, for example. Limit trains to only 3, and that's going to be it. Or limit trains to just 1. And then this cannot generate anymore. This is just 1 train. It will never create another one. This has to finish until another one comes. Where's that? Then you have the provide threshold and provide priority. Provide priority I haven't dealt a lot with, but it will basically allow you to set up priorities in a way that I haven't researched because I haven't needed yet. Sorry about that. Then locked slots per wagon, don't do it. Request threshold and request priority. Again, the priority goes to here, but request threshold is as we discussed. How many am I missing? How many will I be missing from the total of this before a train will come? Very straightforward. Encoded positions, encoded positions, encoded positions. No, 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 and no. Don't deal with this. This is extremely high level. If you want a higher level of that, then we'll do it sometime, some other time. I don't know, but this is the basics you want. So remember, depot can have the same name, and kinda should, because you want the depot to be as you want thing, so that they can come to and go to wherever they need. I have been playing with a depot close to every station here, instead of one general one, because I want them to be spread out. I want my trains to exist throughout my big base, so that when something requests a train, they don't have to come from the one central storage of trains and go all the way to the far edge of an outpost and then back again. Rail is cheap. Trains are cheap. We don't have an issue with making those. We are talking about big bases right now, okay? Big bases, if you go to the level of a big base, you shouldn't have any problem making these. You shouldn't have a problem making 20 of these. You should be able 20 trains, that's nothing. So in every outpost, I build at least a stack of 8 of these. And I place them there in depots. And all the depots are named specifically for them. So one outpost is going to be iron 12, then that's going to be depot iron 12. And all the trains go there. And most of the time, that means that those trains from depot 12 are going to go to pick up iron from iron 12. Because they're close. They're closer. The total distance is the closest possible. The system will also use depots from other stations like mine. If it for whatever reason it needs more than 8, then it will request the other closest train to go there. So it's not the end of the world. But I find it helps reduce the amount of time trains are on tracks without actually doing something. That's one way. The other, as I said, you make a huge central depot, and then from there everything goes out and helps whatever they want to help. Remember, use thresholds in your stations that are relevant to the size of your cargo. For the requester, use thresholds that make sense for that. Keeping it at half is perfectly fine. Keeping it at higher than that will, again, if it is you need this to be big, then you will know so, and you can reduce the threshold. You will find that out. This threshold can be as little as you want, but just don't have it smaller than the total capacity of your train. Your train carries 8,000 of something, then do not reduce the requester threshold less than 8,000. And your provider threshold, do not reduce it to less than your train, because then it will, what's the point? You're wasting cargo space. What are you doing? And if you do it like that, then you don't need to set any filters for those. These will just continue to work. There is absolutely no reason for any filters to exist here whatsoever. You can do some clever things with filters, like I can have multiple unload conditions on each train, blah 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 blah. We're not talking about that. The basic thing we want to avoid here is that disaster we saw with multiple trips going awry by having this here disabled because it doesn't have enough, and then things accumulate here because it's working, and then suddenly it stops being available, then all of this just fuck off and go back to the original position. No, we want to avoid that. We want our trains to be smart, and that's what we achieve with LTNs. So I hope that was informative. I hope you learned something cool. I hope you use this mod because it's really one of my favorites. I actually hate the fact that I have to play some games without it in order to get some achievements I haven't gotten yet. It will be painful, but I'll live through it. And yeah, LTN for the win. I love it. So, take care guys, and I hope you learned something, and keep safe.